Hey guys, Jake Mom 45 here, bringing you my review of the season finale of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which was the last two episodes, Padawan Lost and Wookie Hunt. Wookie Hunt, yes, Wookie Hunt. And so, let's get with the review. So, it starts off with Anakin, Ahsoka, and Master Plo on Felucia take a separatist command post. And during this, they go and try to be stealth. And basically, Anakin kind of worries a little with Ahsoka, but Ahsoka says he's handled it, and you can see her confidence, which really we kind of start seeing the more um, skill base of Ahsoka. Like we see the more confidence than from the last few seasons. When she was just learning as a Padawan learner, and then afterwards, they go their separate ways. They go and plan the attack, and so far everything works great. When Ahsoka covers her clone troopers, this lizard creature comes out of nowhere, shoots her with a electricity net, and captures her. And basically, afterwards, after Anakin and Master Plo did their business, um, Anakin tries to contact Ahsoka, and they can't get in contact with her. And that's when we see Ahsoka in this cage, probably on board a ship by the lizards. And Ahsoka sees other people and she asks what's wrong. And apparently, I took some notes because I was gonna remember all this. Apparently, these guys are lizard hunters known as Trandosians. Yes, Trandosians. And the prisoner told Ahsoka that they go and capture people for the hunt. And then afterwards, um, oh yeah, afterwards that happens. I mean, these guys actually, first of all, these guys look really familiar, like the bounty hunters on Tatooine. If you guys know what I'm talking about, these guys look more like similar. And then afterwards, they go on the ship, and these Trandosians go, and they talk about, oh, they call it a Jedi youngling, and maybe it'll be the first Jedi killed. And then it's basically a father talking to his son about it. And then Anakin and Master Plo were still looking, and Master Plo's like, we have to go and leave. And Anakin doesn't want to leave, so why would he? He's um, her master, and they have to have a strong connection bond. And afterwards, Anakin decides to leave with Master Plo, and then Ahsoka drops down on the planet, the lizard, Trandoshan's planet, and they start hunting the prisoners, and they start to kill a few, and Ahsoka manages to escape, and then meets up later with a few Jedi younglings, which are, let's see, Califia, Jinx, and Amar. Yes, three Jedi younglings who were captured, and basically Ahsoka goes with them, and then they start traveling. They talk to her about what's going on and what kind of things these Trandoshan lizard guys do. And then afterwards, they find two more prisoners, and so it's like, oh, we need to help them. Then they don't want to help. The other younglings don't want to help. And then afterward, and then they see and we see that these lizard Trandoshians are really skilled hunters. They know how to use sniper rifles, blasters, ruthless, and they go on and kill those other two prisoners, and the other younglings and Ahsoka leave. After that, Ahsoka and the younglings move out, and then later on they go to camp, and then Ahsoka's like, we could have saved these guys. Why didn't you do anything? And then you see that they lost their will because they accepted to be the hunted, and Ahsoka didn't want to feel that way. And so and tells them, and then the girl, what's her name? Califia goes in and tells them, others were there, but they died by doing the same thing Ahsoka did. And Ahsoka is just like, they shouldn't believe in this. They still have hope, and she goes on her own. And then she meets with other lizards. They fight, and it's also interesting to see Jedi fight with hand in hand, instead of with lightsabers. No lightsaber really battles, like except in the beginning from the battle for Lucia. And what else happened? Oh yes, and then the girl Califia comes in with her group, and then they do a force choke, and Ahsoka's like, "Oh no, way! Don't kill him out of hatred." And then afterwards, they decide to follow Ahsoka with her plans, and they go in with groups and trying to discover like how to get off the planet. And then as they try to go, they meet up with where'd you go? Oh yes, they go and oh actually before that, when Ahsoka's sleeping, the Transnodians do like a ritual sort of thing, and it's like symbolic for like I guess for the son and father because he's gonna go and hunt, and we see a whole bunch of masks and armor and heads and skins. So these guys are really symbolic with the hunting. They love like and these guys pretty much remind me of Predator. Alien versus Predator. So yeah, these guys are pretty cool. And then afterwards, they go and they see Ahsoka's group. They try to attack them, and then the son of the father of the Transnodian lizards goes in and actually tries to fight Ahsoka, but then Ahsoka ends up like pushing him off the ledge and killing him. And then he finds Khalifa, and then like he's a little injured, but all right. And then out of nowhere, this suits Califia right in the chest, I believe. Yeah. And then the father just goes into berserk. He just is just angry that his son died, which we can see that the traditions with the family and the hunting of these race is really strong. And he just goes keeps shooting and shooting, and then Ahsoka's trying to help Califia, but she says it's too late. You need to help the others. And then they go, and Ahsoka leaves her, and after Califia dies. Um, Pretty surprising. I didn't think she would die that quick. Like I thought they was gonna die in the next episode, but interesting. And then afterwards, they're still separated, and then it goes back to Anakin Master Flo at Coruscant. And Anakin's like, I shouldn't help her. I need to help her. And then basically she's like, Master Flo's like, you can't really help her. Your duties are here. Let Ahsoka do it. You train her for this, and let's see if she'll make it on her own. And see if all her training will pay off. And that pretty much concludes the first episode. And then it goes to the Wookie hunt, which basically they meet up. Ahsoka meets up with Jinx and Amar, and she tells her Khalifa died, and they need to go and hijack a ship. At first they're hesitant, but then they go along with it. And then they go and they see a drop ship. They go and aboard it. Few fight scenes there, and these lizards, man, they're pretty, they're pretty strong. I mean, I know the guys are younglings, but they're just tossing them around like brute force, like just tossing, the Jedi. But they end up crashing the ship, and but they were able to release one of the prisoner, for the drop. And then they go and look for, and they hear a sound, and then they look for the prisoner. And who do we see? Dun 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 dun. Chewbacca. The legend of the whole Star Wars series. A great character. I was really glad to hear that he returned. And they really had his whole look down great. Like the mask, hair is perfect. Great details. So yeah, we see Chewie returns, and then afterwards we see a clip of the lizards returning to the drop site, seeing them dead, and the father is of the probably the leader of the whole lizard tribe, the Trandoshians. I don't know. I just like saying lizard tribe better, but Trandoshians. And he's like, find them, kill them. I want their heads, skin them alive. This guy is just angry, and basically we go back to Chewbacca explains how he was captured, and then he needs to create a transmit signal. And so I kind of forgot that Chewbacca was kind of really smart. Because, we saw him working with ships and whatnot, that Chewbacca's a pretty smart Wookiee. And afterwards, Chewbacca, they go to the crash site, they taste some things. And then, right then, we see another of those Trandoshians ready to shoot Ahsoka as she's walking by, but the other two younglings stop them. They having a fight, and then as soon as the Trandoshians kill him, Chewbacca comes in, just basically stops him, chokes him. But however, instead of killing him, they decide to keep him as prisoner. And then I just thought it was an epic moment with Chewbacca. Chewbacca actually has a lot of epic moments, but I'll go through that here. And then so afterwards, Jinx and Amar decide to take the prisoner, take the guy as prisoner, and then bait him so they can take one of the ships. And after they try to do the Jedi mind trick, funny scene, and Jinx tries to do the mind trick and then fails, and then Chewbacca just punches him in the face, and then it works. It was funny. And basically Chewie, that's when we see the transmitter working, and they go and they take the plan kind of works. They go and take the ship. They go to the hideout. Few fighting scenes there. Chewbacca is just taking the word, throwing guys off the ship. It's pretty hilarious and just punching guys. Cause you forget that Wookiees are really strong. And then when they all seem to like be pinned down, the Wookiee warriors come swooping in, taking the charge and just shooting at the Trandoshians. End up killing most of them. And the head lizard's like, oh, he has to leave. He goes back to his room, and Ahsoka follows him. And then Ahsoka sees all the skins, the heads of all warriors, and then they go into a fight, and basically Ahsoka outdoes, fights him, and then the father is like, you killed my son, and he was just angry. He was just angry, and then he didn't even care, and Ahsoka just force pushes him out the way, and then he falls down the ground, and Wookiee warriors look at Ahsoka, and then and I guess it was kind of like it seemed to me when they looked at Ahsoka, it was kind of respect. Like she handled business, and the father dies, and it goes back to Coruscant. They come home. Anakin's like, "Oh, Ahsoka, I'm sorry. All this happened. I should have done this." And then actually Ahsoka's like, you trained me for this, and I use your trainings, and they thank each other. And then they had this one scene with Yoda looking at them, and Yoda's kind of a hard character to read because he can look at you with approval, but it's really like disappointment. So basically, I'm guessing he's proud to see the development with Ahsoka and Anakin, and overall, that's all the episodes. I really thought the episode was great, bringing this lizard race into the show, and we saw like see predatorial types in Star Wars universe. And I also like the development of Ahsoka as she, because he was the Padawan, she was the follower, and now it was in her case that, she led the group. She led all these guys, all these younglings, and even though one died, but most of them genuinely survived, and that's one step closer becoming, a true Jedi Knight. And what else did I like? Yeah, and also the return of Chewbacca. You know, because honestly, what was Chewbacca doing during this time? They had to show him and see who was captured, and it was good seeing Chewbacca. So overall, I think the season finale it was great. See a legendary character like Chewbacca. I felt good doing this video. I haven't done this in a while. That's it. That's my review. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Oh yeah, and also comment on the box, see what you guys think. Subscribe if you want. See more great epic videos. More in the future. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace.